Hello, everyone. Welcome to the 2025 Note Poker final results. This is the video that I've been working towards from the moment I started the channel. The idea for the channel was mainly to keep track of my results. So doing this every year is basically the reason why I made the channel. So I'm gonna start here where I left off on the previous video. So, just gonna go directly to the result. I was up 6,500 dollars. This is everything I played from September all the way to December to end of the year. And I'm not gonna talk about it much. I mean, I recorded most of the final tables here. Are recorded. I'm pretty sure this win I don't think was recorded. The $500 final table, only one I've made. Actually took a pretty sick bid. Here this could have been a $10,000 score. What I was just gonna speed run through this a little bit. Some leaderboard rewards. Here's where I got fifth on the CSOP. Because of most of this final tables here, but it was also a pretty bad performance. I mean, there's a lot of final tables below the top three, which is bad, especially with 50. Although this one's, I'm pretty sure I just ran bad. Also, I think this one, I don't really remember this one. Um, and then yeah, this right here was probably the most pathetic stretch of my entire poker career. I mean, as you see, I made a bunch of final tables on my absolute highest bind. I was taking shots here because it was a special series, and I just couldn't get anything. Just no wins, no top three, nothing. So it was pretty bad. But I was pretty fortunate to have this stretch right here at the end. First place on a 55, second place on a 50. This final table here, one of the most annoying ones. I mean, this one was playing probably the biggest final table online I've ever played. A winner was more than 10,000, I'm pretty sure. And going down here, as you see, I mean, I was losing before this. I was losing around 2,000 before this. Had a bunch of bad stretches and then just made everything back. At the end, ends on profit. As you see here, had a lot of losing $100, 100 game stretches. For this, not gonna talk too much about this, but the main things to highlight here are the 25s, which I'm absolutely crushing, and the 55s. And then the other thing to highlight here is the 50s on coin. I'm actually getting kind of cut, which we'll see in a second when we go here. Nothing else too interesting here. I mean, very little volume, but I was kind of getting wrecked here. I know made a lot of mistakes. I think actually, in big spots like final two tables, final tables. So not really happy about this. This could have been break even or even up a little bit if I hadn't made those mistakes. But it is what it is. And now for the overall 2025 final results. Um, we have 4,400 games played, 133,000 in binds, and 165,000 in catches, which gives us a profit for around $32,000. And I'm gonna go in depth here in a second, but I did start the year with a bankroll of $5,000 in 2025, and my average buying. I mean, I just calculated using this, but I did take a lot of shots at $100. At the start of the year, I was taking shots at $50. That became regular part of my schedule somewhere in the middle of the year. So at the start of the year, my buying average buying for 2025 was actually around $15 to $17, I think. And currently, calculating it using just these two numbers, it's around 30. So I'm starting 2026 with about a $30 average buying and a $20,000 bankroll. And the idea would be to get this number up to around 60. I mean, I removed the $5 tournament somewhere in 2025, and starting 2026 and a little bit in the later part of 2025, I removed the $10 tournaments. So right now my lowest buying is $15 and my highest buying is $75 out of pocket. I do a few hundred and nines on Bet Online because they're softer than Coin. But yeah, depending on how it goes, hopefully, I can end up removing him in the 25s and just going up to $50 to $200 and just beating those stakes. Obviously, it's gonna be a lot harder. A lot better players. I think this is the jump where it goes from where people play a lot more people play casually, and then at the higher stakes, a lot of people do actually study the game, even if they do play casually or recreationals. So the stakes do get tougher as you go up, but pretty nice. I mean, I've had a really good year for my stakes obviously, and gives me a chance to have an even better year 2026 because obviously I'm playing bigger games, play for bigger prizes and all of that. But anyway, my two main poker sites, Coin. I had the cat from Accounting College and Gamble instead of getting a job. The first part, Mahito. She was my profile picture for the year on Coin. I do change it every year, and for BetOnline it was Sukuna, and they're pretty good on both. As you can see, satellites. I combined this. I actually kind of this doesn't really show the overall result for the satellites because the $55 which were the ones that got me into this in bet online, it was very little volume, so I didn't include it here, but I am up like $1,000 something on those, so it should cover this deficit right here. And this 500, I'm basically breaking even after those $4,000 on the final table. Here is little volume, the 100 and 150s, but I still kind of sad to be losing. 150s is only Con Masters, which is a very large field tournament, so it's just really hard to get anything going. Um, Mostly sad about this. I mean, I don't think I'm a loser at these stakes. I've run fairly bad on final tables, but I still do think a big part of it is my fault. I mean, maybe I'm not adjusting well enough, and the jump from here to here is kind of bigger gap in skill than you would think. Um, Bet online, I'm absolutely crushing basically everything aside from my lowest buying on the hundreds, and then here is just very little volume. Um, yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to add. 2026, as I said, my lowest buying right now is $15, and I'm going up to 75s. So the idea would be to slowly remove those, even start doing Bitcoin Coin Masters 150 out of pocket. I did start doing the main event on Bet Online out of pocket now. I'm playing both of them every Sunday. So, the same way I did with the 50s last year, starting to do with the hundreds, and obviously the 75s weren't a big part of the schedule on Coin until the later part of the year. So, like as you can see here, yeah, I only played one of them last year, but they're a really big part of the schedule now. So, yeah, I'm gonna be regularly playing those and feeling pretty good about how I did this year. Um, and yeah, the next video should be in May. I'm gonna include everything I played for the my last semester of college before I graduate. Um, so yeah, thank you for watching, and see you guys on the next one.